Contest prep and supplements. What supplements are the ones you actually need, and which ones do you maybe not need to even consider? That's what we're talking about today on Protein Power. Milton from Team Flex. You're on my show Protein Power every single Monday. We get on here and we talk about everything nutrition. This is just one of 5 kick-ass awesome shows you love. I know you love it. And that's exactly why you need to subscribe. We do this all week, every week, and it's just value add for you guys. Please help me out and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, comment them below anytime. Today we're talking about supplements for competitors, contest prep, right? What supplements do competitors need to be taking? And this is a topic that comes up all the time, really, but recently a lot of people have been asking, you know, with all these different protocols that people have been seeing coming out online and the unfortunate passings of, you know, some competitors due to maybe performance enhancing drugs, things they are using. That's kind of why this video is coming up today, okay? What is a supplement first? I think we have to really start here and define that. A supplement is not a steroid. It's not a performance enhancing drug. You will hear often, though, in the space of bodybuilding and competing, that competitors and coaches call performance enhancing drugs like testosterone, you know, HGH, all these types of things, supplements. But really a supplement, you guys, is for the most part going to be something you can buy in a store, something that's legal, unlike performance enhancing drugs and unlike steroids where you have to be prescribed by a doctor to even be taking these things. And you know, coaches unfortunately are pumping that out to athletes and clients, but that's not what they should be doing. It's not a practice that's allowed. So for the sake of this video, when I'm talking about supplements, I'm not talking about steroids or any performance enhancing drugs. As you guys know, we don't do that on Team Flex. It's not what we promote. I'm talking about the best supplements that you could go down to your supplement store and you could buy that are actually going to work for you, okay? So just to clear that up, I feel like it has to be said before we dive in, okay? So supplement number 1 for competitors that I would say is a must, or at least one you should consider, is going to be creatine, okay? Creatine is one of the only supplements we have out there in the space that has actually been extensively studied and shown to actually produce results. Creatine monohydrate is probably the best way to go. Don't get any of these weird other creatines that they've invented. Go with the monohydrate, the stuff that's been around, that's been tested, that everybody knows about. Now, creatine will do a number of things for you, but it will really help you enhance your muscle mass, have better strength and better energy in the gym. A lot of things come into it, and basically how it works is by aiding in recovery. And now you might hear side effects from creatine being things like bloating, water retention, things like that. That really typically will not happen unless you are taking a very, you know, cheap kind of product. If you get a good creatine monohydrate after your body adapts and adjusts, which there's a little bit of time there, a couple weeks where it's gonna really, you know, need to be loaded into your system, then you're gonna probably respond very well and be just fine, still be able to have that. And you should be able to have creatine, you know, in improvement season and all the way through prep, even leading up to show. And it's gonna help you with progress, gonna help you with muscle growth, and that's what we all want, right? So creatine has to be the number 1. Now, when it comes to other supplements for competitors, we got to talk about, you know, things like protein powder. Protein powder is a supplement that's kind of like a basic. You would think, obviously, right, most people have a protein powder, but it is really the only other one that I can say with good confidence is very beneficial to competitors, okay? Protein powder can be used, you know, post-workout. It can be used as a shake. It can be used as a meal replacement, and it's going to get you that, you know, right in your face, in the moment, quality protein that you need to be hitting your macro goals. Obviously, we all know when you're on prep, macros are very important, but protein is king for pretty much everything, right? If we want to burn fat, we need protein. We want to build muscle, we need protein. We want to survive as an organism, we need protein. Not to say you don't need the other ones, but competitors especially, you got to have that protein. So protein powder is a good supplement to have in your arsenal if you're on prep, even in improvement season, okay? Now, if we're going to talk about every other kind of supplement a competitor could take, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot out there, you guys, but I don't have a lot of faith in a lot of them, and I don't promote a lot of them beyond the 2 I just gave you guys, okay? And realistically on Team Flex, we don't have a lot of people even taking a lot of supplements because really we focus heavily on the training and the nutrition. When you line those up, that's going to be about 95% of the results, okay? It's going to be about 95. And if you're doing everything perfect, you got all this right, there's this little extra you want to sprinkle on, that's where the supplements come into play, okay? And so, you know, we're not going to talk about fat burners. I'm not a big advocate of fat burners. They really don't do anything anything for you. You burn fat when you're in caloric deficit, okay? Aside from getting a little caffeine rush or anything like that, coffee does the same thing for you guys. Green tea do the same thing for you. You don't need these fat burners with these stimulants and all this stuff. Not a thing, you know, and there's all sorts of other myriads of fat burning products and assistant products and whatever. None of that is going to be beneficial, okay? It's not something I suggest. The only other thing that I could possibly suggest, which is number 3, and I'm going to leave it here, end of the game, end of this video after this, is pre-workout. Okay, and pre-workout, you know, really, it's not for anything besides the fact that it'll give you an energy boost to get you to the gym. A lot of people do like that. A lot of people maybe work a long job and they go to, you know, the gym after work and they need something to hit them and wake them up and get them there, or maybe you wake up early and you got to have it for the same reason, but that energy boost, that quality of, you know, ability to push harder in your training can be beneficial. And so pre-workout, but again, not going to be a make or break, you guys, and that's what you should learn about everything in this video. These 3 that I even gave you, these 3 supplements I would suggest are beneficial. They will help you, they will assist you, but you don't need them, you guys. What you do need is quality training, quality nutrition, and, you know, adjustments to that. When you have the right program, you got the right coaching, you got everything moving the way it needs to be moving, you're going to get 95, maybe even 99, you guys, I'm going to say it right now, 99% of the results. You don't need these extra things. These are if you really want them. Maybe it's convenient, maybe it makes it easier, maybe you like how pre-workout gives you energy, maybe you like having the convenience of a powder to drink for a shake, you know, for a meal, maybe you like these types of things, or maybe you want to see what creatine will do for your advance your muscle growth. But realistically, you don't need any of these, guys. What you do need is that programming, you need that coaching, you need all of that, okay? And so, like I said, on Team Flex, it's what we advocate for, that's what we do, and I do this with all competitors. I'm never putting people on these, you know, performance-enhancing drugs like we talked about that are, some people say are supplements, they're not, and I'm also rarely even having people do any type of supplements. If I do, it's going to be likely one of those 3 that I just mentioned here today. All right, you guys, so keep that in mind. If you have any comments, any questions about any supplements, you want to know something, you want to know more of my opinion I didn't tell you in this video, please comment below and let me know. All right, thanks for watching Protein Powder. I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. Coach Rye is out.